Also, I started in class while someone was presenting, so it's mean about something specific, so it's like actually really mean, so I'm so sorry. But it gets better, I think, in the end. So. I should be listening, but let's be real, I don't care. You want to share. And I bet if you were me, you'd probably be paying attention. So maybe this isn't fair. It's not fair that I get to sit and judge and type away and glance up to see your piece of art that I'm sure is a part of you and you probably put your whole heart into. But I don't care. The lilt of your voice doesn't call to me. Your stance is weak and your voice is soft, and it isn't fair that the only thing that stands out to me today is that you cut your hair. You had me at analysis of song. Already I knew it was going to be a long explanation of meaning beyond the text. I wasn't wrong. That doesn't mean it wasn't meaningful, but shit, I just can't bring myself to care. I'm trying not to stare at my iPad as you answer questions, but I'm over the amount of self-disclosure that happens in this class. I want to pass, but I feel like joining in is like joining in therapy or an opportunity to get off on the sound of my own pseudo-philosophical statements. We all have to say our piece. The last great point to make everyone see, it's me. I understand. It was a good song, though. And shit, look what I've done. I've taken a safe space and made it into unsafe territory. I'm being a bit derogatory. Sorry, not sorry. I'm not sorry. Because I don't think I have to be agreeable. I don't have to be likable. Everyone isn't always supposed to be comfortable. And I mean, come on, do you even hear half the shit that comes out of our mouths? Remember that time that Sylvie said that Ezron was like the smartest person in the world? I support that statement. And that girl who wants to work in Bollywood? I don't know.
I don't want to work in Bollywood.
Like,
work with her.
Regardless. Why did we not talk more about colonialism? And this was supposed to be a course about FCAs, but we're too busy getting words out of our own mouths to talk about the truth bombs that people are dropping. Instead, twice a week, I listen to an old white man shout about his doubt in the system, and 30 other kids nod along and spout truths of their own, and half the time, I just want to say bullshit. And sometimes I do. So now I'm that kid, the shitty one, who listens and makes faces and maybe called you out that one time in tutorial for being racist, the one who thinks that conversations about God should start with a common basis. The one you might have laughed at for saying she only knows what being awake is, that she's not sleeping like the rest of the races, in touch with reality, she's too basic. Bitch, please. I have wrestled and read. I have contemplated and cried. I have been to the depths and confronted my ego and occasionally left it behind. So I'm not sorry. But I'm grateful for you. And I never wanted to be hateful. And there are so many things that maybe I could have shared, but I wasn't sure you would have cared. So I left my soul unbared. And maybe I'm giving you the wrong idea about me. I'm sorry for that. I'm sorry I haven't said much that doesn't seem at least slightly cynical. Sorry I didn't see a simple way to say more. But maybe I can still salvage something. I didn't always get my hackles up when people talked about God. I used to go to church, and not just go. I was a camp counselor and a youth leader and even a Sunday school teacher. I used to have a community that was full of love, but when push came to shove, it fell apart. Because two girls in my Bible study came out as gay, and some were mad and some looked the other way, and we tried to keep it together, but at the end of the day, it fell apart, and it broke my heart. And I listened one night to my best friend say, with tears in her eyes and such sincerity, just please don't ever tell me that you like girls. Because our friend had said that once to her, and it had ruined her world. But I do like girls in a super gay kind of way. Like, oh my God, they're beautiful and wonderful, and they have such soft skin and kissable lips, and I think about putting my hands on their hips, and how could anything ever be as wonderful as girls? And I don't need you to care. But last week, I listened to Christy share, and what she said was real, and so refreshing. And even in her pain, her hands moved like dance as she talked about the wax and the wane of the moon. And I appreciated that. She wasn't too concerned about protection, and she lowered her walls for a chance at a little bit of human connection. So I'm sorry. Sorry I wasn't smarter, or sorry that I wasn't better. I'm sorry that I couldn't sooner sort the bullshit from the power of a story.
Damn, girl.